Robots aren't the future anymore. They're the present, and they just got a mind-bending discount. Picture this: a full-size humanoid you can assemble for the cost of a mid-tier gaming rig, an off-the-shelf AI that teaches it to strut down your hallway before you can microwave popcorn twice, and, because why stop there, a countertop factory-in-a-box that pumps out custom gadgets while you dream of electric sheep. Wild? Absolutely. Real? 100%. Hey guys, welcome back. Alfie here, and you're watching the AI Nexus. Now, you and I both know humanoids used to be million-dollar science fair showpieces. Boston Dynamics Atlas? So pricey the sales team won't even reply to a regular human's email. Tesla Optimus? Rumored to hover in the mid-five figures even after Elon's economies of scale talk. But this month, that price floor didn't just crack. It nosedived from 6 figures to 3. Meet Hope G. Soar. For context, Unitree's budget G1 still asks $16K, and that gap is a canyon the size of the Grand Canyon of robotics economics. Stick around, because in 60 seconds, I'm going to show you how a UC Berkeley algorithm called FastTD3 can make that bargain robot sprint, sidestep, and moonwalk before your coffee even thinks about going lukewarm. All right, let's rip the tape off the box. Hope Jr. began as a friendly dare between Hugging Face and the Robot Studio. What if the maker community had a humanoid platform cheaper than a puppy but smarter than a Roomba? The answer? 66 degrees of freedom. Ankles, knees, hips, waist, shoulders, elbows, wrists, individual finger joints, the works. Yet the bill of materials tops out at $2,949. They dumped every CAD file, servo spec, and wiring diagram onto GitHub like a robotic treasure map. If you can 3D print Baby Yoda, you can print this skeleton. No industrial secrets, no proprietary screws, just open source nirvana. That openness is already paying dividends. In the dev Discord, volunteers whipped up stronger fishing line tendons, shoulder actuators that crank 50 kilograms, cm of torque, and a snap-in bay for a 230-gram LiDAR puck if you're feeling fancy. Size-wise, Hopger is basically 9-year-old human scale, 1.2 meters tall, about 9 kilograms without batteries. Right out of the crate, it toddles like a hesitant toddler, head tilt, palm grip, cautious forward shuffle. But the real magic is the software socket. Its brain plugs straight into Hugging Face's Lee Robot Model Zoo. Grab a vision transformer the same way you pip install a Python library, flash it over Wi-Fi, and voila, sight and reasoning on demand. But here's where it gets wild. A new computer program called FastTD3 teaches cheap robots to walk almost as fast as you can finish a movie. What is it? Think of FastTD3 as a super coach for robots. Instead of training one robot at a time, slow and boring, it trains hundreds of virtual robots in a video game-style simulator all at once. Every robot twin tries, fails, and learns, then shares its lessons with the rest. How fast is fast? In less than 3 hours, about the length of Avengers Endgame, FastTD3 turns a wobbly newbie into a smooth walker. It does this on one beefy graphics card called an NVIDIA A100 100. Old methods like PPO needed 24 hours or more on the same gear. Why does it work? Picture a class quiz. Normal study is one flashcard at a time. FastTD3 dumps 64,000 flashcards on the table and flips through them every minute. More practice, faster learning. After training in the computer, the team loaded the brain into a real two-legged robot called Booster T1. On its very first try, the bot walked off the testing mat without falling. No extra tinkering needed. Bottom line, FastTD3 means you don't need a whole weekend or a supercomputer to teach a cheap humanoid to move like an athlete. Take a breath, because those athletes need a night job to pay the electricity bill. Cue MicroFactory, the brainchild of San Francisco roboticist Igor Kulikov. Imagine a metal cube the size of a washing machine, haloed by a neon status ring. Lift the lid and you'll find 2 Delta-style arms on linear rails, magnetic tool heads, fisheye cameras, and more LEDs than Times Square. Feed raw parts into a hopper on the left, press start, and 3 hours later, finished gadgets roll out the right. Target price? $5,000. Cheaper than a single industrial arm and small enough to park beside your 3D printer. The launch video shows the box picking resistors from a tape reel, dropping them into a PCB, torque-checking screws, peeling double sticky tape, and snapping on a plastic back. No human hands appear, unless you count Igor's grin at the end. And programming looks like sorcery. Guide the arms through one example cycle, lift here, rotate 30 degrees, press until the force sensor squeals, and the onboard AI generalizes the motion across the entire workspace. First production unit shipped last week. Reservations open the morning after the demo. If it scales, MicroFactory turns Made in Garage into a global label. Now picture all three inventions living together in one suburban garage. HopeGear is the body, FastTD3 is the nervous system, and MicroFactory is the 24-hour tool shop that prints any gadget you dream up while you're asleep. Extra robot hands, lightweight braces, skateboard wheels, even pancake-shaped stamps for Sunday breakfast. For about the cost of a used scooter, you've jump-started a tiny robot production line. Early testers joke it's an Amazon warehouse starter kit. Remember, Amazon paid $14 billion to buy its first robot fleet. You'd spend roughly $8,000 all in. Cheaper robots don't arrive alone. They bring tough questions. Safety rules, job worries, and the occasional Skynet meme. Maybe your uncle frets that a toddler-sized droid isn't safe near the family cat. Maybe your cousin on the night shift worries a hand-sized robot might steal his paycheck. Fair points. But there's a counter-argument. When tech drops from luxury to ordinary, the crowd gets involved. Problems surface faster and solutions spread wider. The same open-source swarm that upgraded HopeGear's shoulder motors will crowdsource better bumpers, emergency stop buttons, and off switches long before regulators finish their first draft. Imagine you're a young founder in 2026. You rent a small warehouse for $1,500 a month. Against the back wall hums your MicroFactory, cranking out custom phone gimbals. Up front, 2 HopeGear robots, freshly flashed with FastTD3 V2. 1. Stack finished boxes onto pallets. The whole shop runs overnight, watched by 1 ceiling camera and a Slack bot that pings your phone if something jams. You wake, sip coffee, and boom, 500 units shipped before sunrise. Would you trust a $3,000 open-source humanoid to run your own mini-factory while its brain updates itself in the cloud?
If you think these updates are wild, just wait till you see Tesla Optimus dancing like Michael Jackson.
Tesla just dropped something that has everyone in the robotics world doing a double take. No cinematic build-up needed here. Let's cut straight to the point. Optimus danced. Yes, Tesla's humanoid robot just showed off actual dance moves in a video Elon Musk shared on Twitter. And not just stiff, robotic gestures. These were surprisingly smooth, coordinated, and, dare we say, human-like movements. Welcome back, guys. Alfie here, bringing you another mind-blowing update. Tesla Optimus just showed off actual dance moves. And it's the most human thing we've seen yet. You're watching the AI Nexus, and as always, we're here to bring you every step of the future. Let's go. Now that might sound like a fun gimmick, a robot doing the moonwalk or grooving to a beat, but this goes way beyond entertainment. What we just witnessed is a massive leap in how robots perceive, learn, and mimic human motion. And here's where it gets even more interesting. When Elon posted the video, the caption was simple, but the implications were huge. In the clip, Optimus, Tesla's humanoid robot, is seen performing a sequence of dance steps that includes footwork with precise timing, rhythmic torso movement, and even a subtle swagger. It wasn't jerky. It wasn't awkward. It looked natural. This wasn't some pre-programmed routine slapped together for a marketing stunt. This was the product of a deep AI training regimen that took place entirely in simulation. Yes, all of it was learned without touching the real world until it was ready. That's reinforcement learning in action. And let's talk about that for a second. According to the Tesla AI team, Optimus learned this behavior through sim-to-real reinforcement learning. In simpler terms, Optimus was placed in a highly realistic simulation where it could try, fail, learn, and retry at superhuman speeds. Once it mastered the dance moves virtually, those skills were transferred to the real-world robot. Tesla's team tweeted, "More coming shortly. The team has been working very hard in the background. Entirely trained in simulation with RL. Many optimizations and fixes have been put in place in our sim-to-real training code. The cable is there in case of a fall, not actually holding the bot, since this is an early result which will get more stable very quickly." Let's break that down. Entirely trained in simulation with reinforcement learning means that the robot didn't need real-world practice to learn. That saves time, risk, and resources. Optimizations and fixes point to a constant loop of tweaking the training environment to ensure more reliable learning. And the cable? It's a safety precaution. The robot isn't being held up, it's dancing on its own. But just in case it takes a tumble during these early tests, there's backup. This is an important moment because sim-to-real learning is hard. Movements that work in a simulated environment don't always translate well to the physical world. Tesla overcoming that barrier in such a short time is impressive. Here's where it gets even cooler. One of the biggest giveaways that something is human is how it moves. That slight toe push-off when walking, the timing of foot placement, the balance through the hips. These are incredibly complex motor skills. And Tesla nailed one of the hardest ones: toe-off locomotion. In the dance demo, Optimus shows off this new toe-off feature in its footwork. What does that mean? Rather than clunky, flat-footed steps, Optimus now uses the front of its foot to push off the ground just like a person does. This makes walking, or in this case, dancing, smoother, more energy efficient, and, critically, more human. Most robots move with their whole foot flat on the floor the entire time. That's stable, sure, but it's unnatural and inefficient. Tesla's implementation of toe-off marks a leap toward biomechanical realism. It also means Optimus can eventually walk faster, climb stairs more effectively, and maneuver through dynamic environments with greater ease. So when we say this dance is human-like, we're not exaggerating. It's a direct result of Tesla giving its robot the kind of joint movement and timing humans use without thinking. All right, so Optimus can dance. But what does that really mean for the future? A lot, actually. If a robot can learn to dance in simulation and execute it flawlessly in real life, imagine what else it could master. Folding laundry, loading a dishwasher, helping in factories, even assisting the elderly. Dancing is just a benchmark, a test that proves Optimus has the coordination, timing, and balance to move like a person. And that's exactly what a humanoid robot needs to be useful in our world. More than that, dancing is dynamic. It's unpredictable. It's rhythmic and timing sensitive. A robot that can dance can very likely handle a whole spectrum of tasks that require real-time adjustment and fluidity. Elon Musk has said that Optimus might eventually be more important than Tesla's cars. That might sound like hyperbole, but not anymore. This dance demo is a sign that Tesla is rapidly closing the gap between industrial robotics and actual humanoid intelligence. Think about it. The same AI that powers Tesla's full self-driving is being adapted to control a physical body. Combine spatial awareness, object recognition, and decision-making with human-like movement. And you've got a recipe for a truly functional home and workplace assistant. And remember, Tesla is leveraging a data flywheel like no one else. Every iteration of Optimus gets smarter because it builds off simulation data and real-world feedback. If they're already this far along now, imagine what 6 more months of training could do. Let's talk again about that cable. Some critics might look at it and say, see, it still needs support. But here's the reality. Early-stage demos always include safety mechanisms. Boston Dynamics did the same thing when training their Atlas robot. You don't want a $1 million prototype face-planting during testing. The cable isn't holding Optimus up. It's just there in case something goes wrong. The movements, the balance, the timing, that's all Optimus. And if this is what it can do now, with a cable attached, the untethered version is going to blow people away. Why this demo hit different? We've seen robots dance before. Boston Dynamics made headlines when Atlas and Spot did choreographed performances to Bruno Mars. Those were impressive, no doubt. But Tesla's demo hits differently. Why? Tesla's version wasn't manually choreographed. It was learned. That's a big distinction. The toe-off, the torso movement, the fluidity. It's biomechanically closer to a real person than ever before. And this isn't just a one-off stunt. This is part of a scalable platform that will eventually roll out in homes and businesses. So, yeah. This isn't just a robot busting a move. It's a machine demonstrating that it can learn, adapt, and move like us. That changes the game. What's next for Optimus? The Tesla AI team promised more is on the way. If this is just an early demo, the next few updates could be even more revolutionary. Here's what we expect to see. More complex motions like picking up objects while walking or dancing. Hand articulation for fine motor skills and object manipulation. Autonomous balance recovery, fall down, get back up. Improved speed and stability for longer tasks. And ultimately, a move from demo to deployment. Once Tesla proves these behaviors are consistent, scalable, and safe, we could see Optimus units assisting in factories or warehouses, maybe even in homes by the end of the decade. We're watching history happen in real time. Tesla Optimus dancing isn't just a fun clip to share on social media. It's proof that simulation-trained humanoid robots are crossing into real-world usability. We used to look at science fiction and wonder when robots would walk, move, and act like people. With this demo, Tesla just showed us that future is already here, and it's dancing. So what do you think? Could Optimus be the first robot to truly live among us? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more updates on humanoid robots from Tesla, Figure, 1X, and beyond, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.